Moving right along, we had some interesting culinary trends emerge in 2021. It was definitely a weird year. So here are some of the 5 most popular trends currently happening in the culinary world in the United States. And honestly, I think this has turned global, but I guess that's also up to interpretation. So, one trend that has definitely emerged and gained a lot of steam in 2021 is eco-conscious packaging. Now, this isn't a brand new idea. This has been around for a while, and it actually has a lot more steam in Europe, and it's finally making its way into the United States, and I could not be happier. Yeah, it may seem inconvenient at first, but I think that the effects it can have in reversing global climate change and just making the planet healthier again is just staggering. The next is plant-based foods. If you have not noticed, even fast food chains are getting on this. Now, I wouldn't necessarily say that all of these are healthy alternatives, but I will say that I have found some very tasty plant-based foods that I'm actually really excited about, and they actually really help me with my partially vegan diet. I would say I have about 85% vegan diet myself personally, and I've had, a lot of success with regaining, health and happiness and energy and all kinds of other things. So definitely want to check that out some more if you are interested. Another thing is more people are eating breakfast, which means more restaurants and more companies are trying to get into the breakfast sector. Some of the most popular options for breakfast include Dunkin' Donuts and Starbucks, which was one of the main reasons why in 2020 Dunkin' Donuts was bought by the same people that own Arby's and Buffalo Wild Wings and another company. Everybody wants to get their hands in the breakfast sector. People live very busy lives. As people are starting to go back out into the world, in what we hope is a post-pandemic era, people are super busy, so they don't have time to necessarily prep their breakfast and stuff, and they want that convenience. So what do? They go to a place like Starbucks. They go to, they have things like Jimmy John's, put it in the microwave and then you go. Instant oatmeal, little cups, all these different things. So you're going to be seeing a lot more about breakfast coming your way. Another thing that we have seen a huge boom in are delivery services. And you know what I'm talking about. You have delivery services like Grubhub, DoorDash, Postmates, Uber Eats, and all these other things. Now, what I think is really, really cool, and I saw this in a commercial and I had to look it up to see if it was true, and it was in fact true. A lot of these companies, they take a big cut of the profit for the restaurants for accessibility, right? And so that cuts into the profits of the restaurants who are doing most of the work. So what Domino's has done is actually bought a bunch of gift cards from other companies, and when they do the deliveries, there's a way people can get those gift cards. So I don't know all the particulars about it, but I did look it up, and it's actually a real thing, and I thought that was super cool. Real classy move by Domino's. And then another culinary trend is people are really gravitating towards virtual cooking classes, and this is kind of cool because it makes you more self-sufficient. It gives you new skills. It also gives you new ideas on different things to cook, different recipes, different ways to cook, and just, makes you an even more well-rounded individual, right? While also having it virtual in the comfort of your own home. What could be better than that? Especially considering during the pandemic, so many people have been sheltering in place and so forth. And that is really reflected in a lot of the trends, from the apps to the streaming services to the delivery services and to some of the most popular bought items. So